Good day. I'm Mary Beth Marcus, and I thought during this time I would share a couple of things that someone can do if you're sitting behind a desk all day. And I know a lot of people are stressed out, and I know for myself, I've been sitting more than I used to. And so I was really developing a lot of lower back stuff and then up in my neck and shoulders just with taking on some of that stress. So I'm here to just give you about a 10-minute stretch for everybody. So let's just close our eyes for a moment. And as you close your eyes, just get connected to your breath, which will be guiding us today. And we'll be doing a couple different breathing techniques, but for now, just a deep, natural breath. Watching the breath go in so you can really just start to feel your inner body. And watching the breath go out. And just noticing where you're holding your stress today. We're going to focus on really the back, neck, and shoulders with this 10-minute stretch. So as you open your eyes, we're just going to do something very easy. You're going to make fists, and as you inhale, you're going to bring your elbows up, around, and back as you exhale. When you're doing that, just lift with the inhale and then squeeze the shoulder blades in. This just starts to move the circulation around in your shoulders, upper back. And now we're going to round the back as we come up. We're going to slightly arch the back. And as you come forward, we're going to round the back, coming up and then squeezing those shoulder blades, lifting the heart. One more. Inhale. Opening the chest and releasing. And just shake your arms out. So our wrists get really tired if you're working on computers. So I'm just going to have you bring your hand out and we're going to pull the fingers back. You can even try to get your thumb in there as well. Pull the hand back. Just take a few deep breaths. And just feel that nice stretch across your palm into your wrist and fingers. Now we're going to go the other way. So you're going to turn your palm down, fingers down, and then you'll pull back with your fingers. And again, you can include the thumb. So it opens up the top of the wrist. And then one more time, we'll lift it up, stretching the wrist, opening the palm. You can have your elbows slightly bent so it doesn't have to be hard. And then down, and again, just slightly back so it opens up that whole top wrist. Excellent. So now just go ahead and shake your arm. You're going to move it up and you're going to move it down. Just shake it out. Good. Second side. So we'll bring our hand out and you're going to pull those fingers back. Get a nice stretch on the bottom of the wrist. You can include the thumb in there as well. You're just breathing into your hand and wrist. Give it that attention. And then we'll go the other way. So you're going to turn the palm down. You'll pull it back. So the top of the wrist is being stretched along with the thumb. And one more time, we'll lift and pull back. You can have your elbows slightly bent here. It gives a little bit more mobility to the wrist. And then lastly, we'll go down and you'll pull back. Couple breaths here. Very good. And release. And again, you're going to swing it up and swing it down, swing it up and swing it down. Good. So now we're going to take the left arm forward and you're going to bring the head of the arm bone back. You're going to bend the elbow. And as you bend the elbow, you can place your hand on your shoulder. Then you're going to lift the shoulder up like a diagonal. Draw the elbow back like you're moving that arm bone into the socket of the shoulder. And then you're going to lift that up and you can bring your arm over your head. If it doesn't feel comfortable, you can have your arm in front of your head. But we're just trying to give this upper left arm and shoulder a little bit of stretch. You'll feel your tricep. And then you're going to press into your seat. So you're pressing down, and we're going to lean over towards your right. And now breathe into the lungs. The lungs are so important, especially nowadays with the virus. It usually addresses the lungs, so we're just strengthening and stretching the lungs. From there, I'm going to bring my right hand down. You'll place it on the edge of the chair and then semicircle that arm over your head. And we're just going to let our ear kind of float towards the right shoulder. You can close your eyes and just breathe there. The deeper the breath, you're going to feel an opening. It makes space in those lungs and side body. And on the exhale, you can just go deeper into the pose. It frees up your side. The top hand will lift open. You're going to lift yourself up. And as you come up, you're going to bring it down to your side and bring your left ear to your left shoulder. This left hand will take the side of the head, and you're going to push your head into your hand and then reach out with the other arm. And as you reach out with the other arm, just breathe. You feel a little bit of tension possibly on the side of your neck, but as you push your head into your hand, you're going to find that it just allows for more of an opening in the neck safely. Right arm will come towards you, left arm's just going to release. You're going to swing your chin down towards your chest. And then as you inhale, straight back up. Right arm's going to come in front. Head of the arm bone draws back. Turn the palm open. You're going to bend your elbow. So now we take this elbow. We're going to kind of bring it up diagonal and then draw it down so that armpit gets more hollow. You'll start to bring the arm up. As the arm comes up, you'll feel this beautiful stretch along the shoulder and the tricep area. With your pelvis pressing down, you'll feel your belly drawing back. And then from there, we're going to take this into a side stretch. So as you stretch into your side, as long as you can keep pressing down through the pelvis, directing your tailbone towards the seat, then you can feel a nice engaging at the abdominal area and a nice length up through the whole right side. See if you can bring your head back a little bit if it's jutting forward. Couple deep breaths here. Good. We're going to release this arm down, left arm, and you'll semicircle the right arm around your head. Just let your ear relax towards that shoulder. So again, you're going to feel a stretch on the right side of the neck. Let the breath be full and deep. I'm going to turn the palm open, lift the arm up, and slowly bring it out. As that arm comes down, you're going to bring your right ear to your right shoulder. So your right hand will move to the left side of the head. You'll stretch out through the left fingertips if you want a little bit more of a stretch. Push your head into your hand, and then gently as you breathe, it starts to open up that whole left side of your neck to the tip of your shoulder. Deep diaphragmatic breaths. Good, and then we're going to release the hand down, bring the arms back, lift your chin down towards your chest again. And then as you inhale, come back up. Interlace your hands, and interlace your fingers, push the palms away. If that doesn't feel comfortable, just point your index forward. So either way, and you're going to round into your back and let your head just drop down between your arms. So here we're going to take a double inhalation through the nose as our arms and torso and head lift up, and a double exhalation as we come down. So double inhale, come up. Double exhale, round down. Out through the mouth. Double inhale. Few more. One more. Now as you inhale, slowly come up. Just feel the warmth in your palms. And as you exhale, you're going to direct that energy around your body. You'll sit forward a little bit in your chair, and you'll interlace your fingers or hold onto the back of the chair. So either way, fingers interlace, or you're going to hold onto the back of the chair. So as you inhale here now, just lift up through the sternum, shrug up through the sides of the body, and roll your shoulders back. If you're holding the chair, just lean forward a little bit with your chest. So as you're doing that and your face is glancing up towards the ceiling, take a deep breath through your nose. And as you exhale, let your tongue come out and roar from your throat. Tongue back in, lift the jaw towards the ceiling and out. One more. Chin up towards the ceiling as you inhale and back out. That's so good for the throat. Lift your head up and bring your chin down towards your chest. That last one really encourages your jaw to open. It releases the tension around the top of your chest. As you bring your head down now, we're going to open up the back of the neck, and you can just sway your head from side to side. Feel that stretch along the upper back, a muscle called the trapezius muscle, where it attaches to the tips of the shoulder blades and to the very base of the skull and to the very tips of the shoulders. That's a huge muscle. Our head will come back up, and we're going to make fists again. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, bring it around and back. One more. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, around and back. Now I'm going to take a twist here in the seat, and we're going to move to twist. As you inhale, there's going to be a breath that comes in, and you're going to hug into the midline. As you exhale, you're going to be twisting from your back body around towards the side. So let's all inhale, bring the arms up. And as we exhale, we're going to turn towards our right, and you're going to place your right hand behind you or on the chair. It can be on the chair, on the seat of the chair, or the back of the chair. Left hand can come to your leg. If you're cross-legged, just bring your hand on the floor and your hand to the opposite side of your leg. Now first, just slide your head back. And as you slide your head back, inhale, you're going to feel like energy and oxygen is moving into your body. As you exhale, ground down, lengthen up, and from your left back body, you're going to twist around to your right. Inhale, there's an opening through the side ribs, a lengthening through your spine. And as you exhale, you deepen the twist, keeping your belly tone, navel drawing back towards the spine. One more breath in and out. As you inhale again, we'll return to center. And you're going to bring your arms up over your head, and we'll go the other way. So as we exhale, we're going to turn to the left. The arm can come to the back of the chair. The hand can come to the seat of the chair. But once you're there, you're going to slide your head back. As your head slides back to align with your back body, you're going to feel a nice elongation through the crown of your head. Close your eyes here, and as you inhale, you're going to fill the ribs, open the lungs, and as you exhale, you're going to feel the movement occurs from the right back rib cage around to the front chest. Inhale, feel a lateral stretch, opening, lengthening. Exhale, deepening the pose. And do that one more time. Inhale, opening, expanding your ribs. Exhale, lengthening and twisting deeper into the pose. Again, as we inhale, we'll come back to center. And one more time, we're going to sweep the arms up. This time, bring it down in front of the chest. Good. So now you're going to move to a standing position. You will have a chair handy. And so the chair will be basically, the chair will be sort of to the side of you, and you're going to be facing forward. So with that, and you won't use it right this very second, but in moments you will, we're going to take a little bit of a squat and take our hands onto the front top knees. And as your pelvis draws back, you're going to feel a little arch with the buttocks bones drawing up. And then the concave will come into the lower back, your mid back, and then you gently look forward or slightly up. That's the cow pose. Now we're going to take this the other way. So start with your tailbone. Draw down with the tailbone, round your back. Really pull the belly back and look towards your belly. As you inhale again, start from the tailbone. You're going to arch up the other direction. Lastly, the head. That's an inhale. And then exhale, you're going to curl in. Belly draws back. Head releases. And you'll look towards your chest this time. One more time. Pelvis lifts. Concave your lower back. Lift the chest, neck, and head. That's an inhale. And exhale, curl it down. Round into your back. Feel the belly draw back. Good. Now, go into a neutral spine. So the pelvis comes back a little bit, and you're going to squat down and place your forearms right onto your thighs. So you're in that partial squat. Back is nice and straight, and you're going to press the forearms and draw the forearms back as you lengthen forward through the chest, neck, and head. Once there, let your heart melt a little bit. So the chest just releases down, and the tailbone directs towards the floor. Take 2 deep breaths as though you're pushing your upper inner thighs apart. And that will open up your SI joint, which is your sacrum right here around the lower part of the pelvis. Good. And when you exhale again, you'll then place your hands on your hips. As you inhale with a nice straight back, press into your feet and come up with a nice straight back, elbows back. Good. So now we're going to take our hands and you're going to put the chair in front of you and you'll place your hands so that they're right on the edges of the chair. You're going to bend your knees and you're going to walk back. As you walk back, again with knees bent, you're going to try to direct your tailbone down towards the floor. Elongate the underarms and lift the underarms up away from the floor. Keeping your right knee bent, begin to straighten your left leg and twist to look underneath your left arm. Get a nice stretch in your shoulders all the way up through that left side. As you inhale, bend your left knee, and as you exhale, straighten your right leg. Good. And just take a breath there. As you inhale, come back to center, and then again, you're going to lengthen the left leg, look under your left arm. Bend your knee as you inhale, come back to center, and as you exhale, straighten the right leg. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale to center, both knees bend, and then you straighten the left. Inhale to center, and then you straighten the right. Just go at your own time. Very good. So you're going to move into both straight legs, and you're going to shift forward so that your shoulders come right over your wrists. You can walk your feet back a little bit, so now you're in plank pose. And then you're going to shift back into down dog. Inhale to plank. You can do a little bit of a bend of the elbows, and then push up, and then back as you exhale. Inhale forward, bend the elbows, exhale, inhale up, and exhale back. We'll just do one more like that. Inhale forward, bend the elbows a little bit, and come back, and into downward facing dog. So now, you can walk in just a tiny bit more if you feel like that was a good pose for you. This one's going to be a little more challenging, and that's upward facing dog. So we're going to come forward, and as we come forward, watch my tailbone and lower back. I'm going to draw the tailbone down, let the hips shift forward so there's a roundness first in the back, and then into more of a back bend. From the back waistline, you're going to draw your waistline back and into down dog again. As we come forward, tailbone descends, the back rounds, and then it comes forward into a little bit of an arch. If that's hard, you're just in plank instead. And then from the back waistline, you're gonna draw back into down dog again with the chair. And we'll do this one more time. Inhale forward, lifting up, and exhale, drawing back. Very good. And then just go ahead and walk yourself in. As you walk yourself in, I'm going to adjust my chair again so you can see my chair. And I'm going to, again, sit on the chair. Ideally, you have a blanket that is across the back of the chair. So if you don't have one, go ahead and put a blanket there or something soft on the back of the chair. So from here, we're going to place the very tips of the shoulder blades right at the top edge of the chair. Your feet are grounded, and you're going to take your fingers and interlace them. As you interlace the fingers, hug the arms to the midline of the head. And then you're going to lengthen up and slowly begin to arch back. So now you're going to feel that the chair is there, you're arching into your back. If it feels comfortable, you can take the elbows apart and just really support your head and just take some deep breaths into the whole front body. It's a wonderful pose just to open up the chest, easy enough to find an opening there. And when you're ready to come out of the pose, elbows will come in, it supports the head, you're going to lift up, and as you come upright, you can release your arms down and sit more towards the front edge of your chair. The feet will be wider than your hips and a little bit more forward of your knees. Take your thumbs into the thigh creases. Press the thigh creases down and get really tall. And as you exhale, you're going to start to move into a forward fold. The rib cage will come to your thighs or in between your thighs. Your arms are going to start to slide down your legs. And then if it feels comfortable, you can inch your fingers forward and then completely release your head. This is going to be a very deep lower back stretch. And it's really important not to go too far the first time you've done it. So back out of it if you need to. But as you're here, just take some deep, full breaths into your back body. And just make sure that you're supporting your arms with your fingertips or on your feet, whatever works for you. And when you're ready to come up, we're going to actually walk our hands back and slide the forearms right up onto the thighs. Once you're there, you can just melt your heart down a little bit. Pull again the forearms back, lengthen forward through the chest, neck, and head. And when you're ready, root your feet down, and with an inhaling breath, you can come up. Once you're up, and I'm going to face you again, you can place your right leg to cross over your left leg. And then once there, we're going to, if it's comfortable, you're going to slide that ankle up against your opposite knee and thigh. Let the top foot be flexed. Eventually, it may look like it's up in the air right now, but eventually it'll start to come down. We're going to place our hands on the seat or the back part of the chair, press down into the chair and get really tall. And so you should probably feel this on the lateral side of your thigh and into the buttock area. If you're not feeling that, then you can actually increase it by taking a forward fold. And if you're feeling it too much, just back out of it. The hands can walk up the seat of the back of the chair, elongating as you inhale and taking a forward fold even deeper as you exhale. Some people can even take their hand on the foot, the other hand on the knee, and press them together, you'll actually feel a little bit more engaging in the muscle, which again will go right up into the hip socket and all the muscles surrounding the buttock and hip. One more deep breath. Good, we're going to slowly come up. You're going to bring the knee to the midline, interlace the fingers behind the knee, extend the leg, and then rotate the foot a few times each direction. And then just shake it out and bring it down. So you can really feel the difference between your two legs, and we'll do the left leg this time. So we'll bring the knee, you can cross it first, and then slide that ankle up, flex your foot. And as you flex your foot, you can place your hands on the seat or the back of the chair, press down into the chair and get really tall, long with your spine. This will move that direction of the stretch right into your hip area again. If you feel like you can take more, you can take a forward fold, lengthening outwardly as you come down. Every inhale, you can back out of it and lengthen. Every exhale brings you deeper into the pose. You can place your hand on your foot, same side foot, your other hand on your same side knee. Push the knee and the ankle towards each other, and you're going to feel a nice opening again in that deep hip socket. Good. As you inhale, you'll come back up. We're going to slide this leg in, take and interlace the fingers, extend the leg, and rotate the leg around a few times each direction. Good. And then slowly bring it down. Widen the feet again. Have them a little bit wider than your hips, your feet a little bit more forward of your knees. I'll show you this way. And as you're coming into this pose, again, get your thumbs deep into the hip and thigh creases. And then we're going to bend forward with a nice straight back. You can keep the elbows back to keep the blades on your back. You'll slide down your legs as you feel comfortable to do that. You can then move your fingertips onto the floor and even forward. So your pose gets a little bit more of a rounded feel, and you can just release your head. With your knees a little wide, the rib cage can come down deeper into the inside of your legs. Take 2 more breaths just to open up your back. And then walking your fingers back, you can place your forearms again onto your thighs. Press your forearms into your legs, pull the arms back, the chest, neck, and head draws forward, nice flat back. Tailbone descends. And in that, you can just take a few breaths here and melt your heart down. So if your back is rounded up here, we're just kind of melting the heart down. We'll move our hands to our hips, elbows back, push into your feet, nice straight spine. And then ideally that helps. And so as we end our time together, we're going to take just a moment to close your eyes, draw your attention down into your heart. We're so grateful for this practice that we have to really keep our bodies energized and healthy. Namaste.